Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Go Tanks Assault Battles Challenge Tier 1 video. Today we're doing Places of Power, and as in case you didn't notice, I am in a different location. I am at my in-laws' house, staying with them for a little bit, so there will be several videos just with this blue wall backdrop. Hopefully it's not... I hope the sound quality isn't too bad, but... no, actually I want to back out. I still need to show you what I'm using, or talk about it at least. So Palpatine lead, Vader, and Savage. I've been using them for a long time. Savage doesn't add anything super special, but he was a character I wanted for 7 stars, relics anyway for Great Arena purposes, so he slots in well. He just survives. Vader is the main pack mule of this run. He does most of the damage, he does a lot of the debuffs, and I just recently got Nihilus and Bastille Fallen 7 stars in the past week. They're hard node farms, so they're a little slower, but they both work super well. First off, tons of debuffs from Fear, spreads the fear to all those debuffs, really supercharges the team's turn meter with Palpatine. Got ability block on the basic. Even every little thing is really nice with Bastila. She's even better than Darth Revan in this assault battle, even though people a lot of times think she's just a means to get Darth Revan. Sith Apprentice, I don't have the Zeta. Still some good boosts, and Corrupted Battle Veneration is nice. Nihilus, cooldown increase, Dispel on the basic, Annihilate, super awesome. And health down, he spams out. Well, I don't know, that might be the Zeta actually. Yeah, okay, that's on the Zeta. But the Zeta, mandatory Zeta, I'd say, is just Palpatine's lead, and then Darth Vader's Merciless Massacre. I don't have any other Zetas, so you don't need any other. Like Savage, you don't need that Zeta. That doesn't matter. And then mods, let's look at them. So, not anything special on Palpatine. His speed. My Vader also has a speed set, not offense set, but still nothing special. Quick damage. Bastille Sean. Again, like, none of this is really that special. You don't need a ton to get through this PvE content. Yeah, so I barely have over 100 speed on anyone. And then Savage, she's just kind of a brute, as his name goes, and doesn't do too much. But you're getting so much turn meter after the first few turns. It's going to feel like they're all 500 speed. So, again, I hope my sound quality is not bad, but, start... you want to save either a Merciless Massacre or a Force Crash to begin each wave, because it really gets you going. In the middle of waves, you're not going to be too worried about saving it when they're pretty full health and everything. And I kind of got a wonky setup, so I'm trying to rearrange things. I don't really think I need a stun. I'm going to spread shocks, because with Palpatine's unique, shocked enemies are taking 20% health damage. They also take 20% health damage if they are Jedi, so Palpatine just melts people. So there was a combination of dots, the shock damage, and damage from being a Jedi. Palpatine's passive damage can't kill enemies, but if they have dots, the way it applies is the dots apply last, so they can actually die from all that passive damage stacking up. And throughout the assault battle, you kind of want to end killing someone that's in a condition like this. They have lots of debuffs, and you see everyone's turn meter got supercharged. Beginning of the wave, so I can go ahead. I'll go ahead and spam the stun. Yeah, start with Force Crest. If you have both available, do Force Crest first, so you can get a little bit your cooldowns back. And usually I'll chuck the lightsaber to give some turn meter to people, but we don't need it. I also don't need to take away cooldowns, because my Annihilate is ready for a kill. We got Stagger on everyone thanks to Bastila, just one of the other amazing contributions she has. I'm actually going to save this Annihilate. No one is like a threat here, and they're all going to melt for passive damage anyway. And we can just trust Vader to pretty much finish off the wave. Just doing basic. I kind of like to... If you can end the wave with the enemy taking the turn and dying, that is great. Because then you get all the turn meter. I'm not going to do a force squish here because we all have full turn meter. But I will try to land shock so that we're not stealthing the sentinels. Go ahead and take one out. So that one went in stealth. Try to stun all of them. Apply some shock. Start getting those cooldowns down again. It really is a smooth run. I mean, having a Relic Vader helps a tremendous amount for all the damage. Yeah, they're all hidden. Tons of damage, tons of debuffs. But I do think this more represents a natural place a player should find themselves in the game, because Vader's an easy acquisition, early advantage for relics, and then these others take longer to farm. So I think this is a great target team to do Challenge Tier 1 with. And you could do it with less, you could do it with less gear. This is just where I find myself in the progression of this account. I don't want Lives or Rex doing too much. Let's give us some turn meter. So this Anakin is not really like your Anakin that you're used to. He's not getting ticked off and killing people when you kill his allies. Apply that shock. That's gonna be an extra set of damage when they take a turn. But 5's not a Jedi, so he's not gonna melt as fast as others. So on this wave, that's usually our last enemy to die. Again, saving the Annihilate, I don't need it. You don't need to save it too much. The only time you really need to save it is in wave 7. So you can just kill Yoda or General Kenobi at the beginning of wave 8, whichever one. But I'm in wave 5, so I'll just go ahead and spam it. Not an amazing use of Merciless Massacre here, but I'm not. No matter what I do here, it's going to be fine. I just wasn't able to complete this for the longest time because I only had a 3-man team. You have to have 7 stars to come in. I only had Palpatine, Vader, and Savage. I mean, Traya is another Sith, good Sith that's easy to acquire. I don't think she does too much here. She would definitely fulfill the role of surviving, but she doesn't do too much. She doesn't have a ton of debuffs. Isolate is great in the last wave. Like, you could isolate General Kenobi. But Isolate's more important if you have one significant target, and most of this assault battle is just churning through a bunch of peons. But don't get me wrong, I tried it multiple times with just these 3, Palpatine, Vader, and Savage, with a Gear 9 Kylo Ren Unmasked and a Gear 1 Level 1 Captain Phasma, but doesn't quite get it done. See how much damage he took there. It's crazy. Let's try to hit those staggers. Beautiful. At this point, I'm just saving that Annihilate. There is no pressing need for it. Why not with the AoE? If you target someone that has shock, with Bastille's ability. It does damage to everybody, not just the target. Now they all have shock, all have a lot of dots. They're gonna be melting. Then on the next wave, I want to at the same time save, since it's wave 7 leading up to wave 8. Wave 8's where you can easily lose if you don't have it set up right. I want to get a bunch of debuffs out there, but I also want to save cooldowns for that last wave. So we'll start out early but get some debuffs. Merciless Massacre. Got a lot of people under stealth, unfortunately, but do Force Crush as much as you can. Force Crush is not that important. Final wave, it's not that important for control. This is kind of important, so I'm a little on the fence of using it, but I am pretty early right now. So I'll go ahead and do that just for the debuffs. Barris is a high priority target to kill because she can cleanse people. I still have not used Savage Special the whole time. Okay, so Fear is almost off cooldown already. Force Crush, I want lots of debuffs on the last character to die. Trying to spread the shock, the ability block. Fear, I want to save. Let's chuck it. Okay, everyone's at good turn meter. Okay. I think we're in a good spot. Should have several full turn meter. Awesome. So Yoda is a big deal here. He does a lot of damage. He's powering up the team. I don't know exactly the extent of their buffs here. Okay, actually I do. 75% defense, health, offense, and speed. Once Yoda goes down, that goes away. So we want to control Yoda. A few ways we can control him with this team. Fear, that's only if you have Bastila. You can put shock on him. That's a big deal because you can't gain turn meter and you can't gain buffs. Or ability block. In that order. Fear is best control, then shock, then ability block. Ability block prevents him from getting extra turns, passing out buffs. So let's just start out with a Fear. Got it. Perfect. And now I'm only going to hit General Kenobi because if I hit someone else, he's going to taunt and I won't be able to annihilate Yoda. So go ahead with that. And then I annihilate Yoda. That's the easy version of it. If Yoda doesn't die, if you don't get to kill him right away like that, you can, I don't know, just do what I said. Try to shock him, try to fear him, try to ability block him, whatever is going to work for you. But yeah, they're dead to rights at this point. They can't do anything. Stun them all. But we're close to like full GAC banners basically. Foresights, that's not gonna hit them. Let's try to spread some shocks. This is a low value attack, so I'll just go ahead and waste it on that Foresight. Ability block him because he can cleanse. Shock, he cannot taunt. Spread shocks. So all these things, like there's a lot of things to consider. You may or may not super familiar with how this team works, but they do so much you could still just button mash and probably get pretty far. But the crucial part is going in waves from wave 7 to wave 8, that transition. At this point, this feels like we're toying with them. All these debuffs. Crit immunities make it take a little time. And also, if they have shock, Palpatine's going to do a 2-turn stun if it lands. And it will dispel the shock. So if you really want the shock to stay, don't try to do that. But it definitely is a huge help for getting lots of time and stun. So awesome. That is the last of my target assault battles for this account. Now I'm going to be full throttle going towards Leia, and then I don't know, maybe whatever team I really want in the meantime. But yeah, Challenge Tier 1 is a textbook high value assault battle. I will try Challenge Tier 2 in a second and see if it works. But Challenge Tier 1 is definitely the highest value. The signal data is nice, these pieces are nice, but this is a lot harder to come by. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helps a lot of people get through Challenge Tier 1. Alright, bye.